Hello, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about a way through which we can create a sub procedure in different module, and after that what we will do, we will create two sub procedure in two modules, and we will create another main procedure where we will call that all those modules. Okay, so let's see how we will do this. So firstly I will go through you from my first module or first sub procedure. Okay, so this is my first module. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I have declared one procedure with name get username. Okay, and it is exported. It means whenever this uh, sub procedure is compiled with as a module, then any other module can access this because it is exported. So program outside of this module can also access this get username procedure. Inside that I'm declaring the pi part. Pi is mainly for declaring what input parameter we are going to take in inside this procedure and what values we are going to return. So here on line number 14 I'm indicating that character 30 will be returned from this sub procedure and it will take user id as a input. Fine. After that I'm declaring one standalone variable that is username that we will be using in main logic. So from here the main logic is started where I'm just checking whether the input parameter user id contains the id as 4422. If it is 4422, then it will return the username as Sharmit. Else it will return as username not found. And after that I'm just returning this value username, and below to that I have ended my procedure. So this is a one module. We will create it as a module and which contains only one procedure. Okay, and this procedure we will use in another module. So we will compile it. So here how we will compile it, by taking option 15. So to create the module you can take option 15 and just compile it. So it will show you that this module mod1 placed in library Sharmit1. Okay, with highest severity 0. Okay, so it is compiled. We have created one module as name mod1 which contains one sub procedure that is get username. Now we will see the second module. So in second module I have declared one procedure which will be used to get the password. Okay, so it is similar to the same previous procedure. Just here we are in that procedure we are taking the username, but here we will use this procedure we will use to retrieve the password. So line 14. Here my pi part is started where I have declared my procedure return value and input value. So it will take the user id as an input and it will return the full length numeric value. Okay, so here we are not returning the character value, we are returning it as a numeric value. All right, after that we have uh, we have declared some variable, one standalone variable that is password. So in main logic, again I'm checking whether the input ID is 4422. If it is 4422, then it will return the password as 123. Otherwise, it will set the password as all zeros. And just below to that, I'm just returning the password. And after that, my procedure is ended. All right. So we will compile this by taking 15 to create the module. So my second module is also created. So we have created two modules which contain two sub procedure respectively. Now we will create another module where we will hold where which contains the main procedure, and in that main procedure we will call both the sub procedure. So let's see how we will create that. So to create that, firstly you have to declare the control option that is main, and my module name main procedure name is mod 1 slash 2. Okay, so sorry, mod 1 or underscore 2. So this is my main procedure name. On line number 8 my procedure is started dcl proc mod 1 underscore 2, and below to that I have declared my pi part. So in pi for this main procedure I'm not going to take any value, or neither I'm taking any value nor I'm returning any value, so it is clear. It means empty pi. So this part is for pi. All right, and after that I'm declaring the pr. So this is the new thing, because previously we used the sub procedure. In previous few sessions we are using the sub procedure in the same program, but here we are using it in some different program. Okay, so for to use or to call that sub procedure, we have to declare this pr part. So how we will declare that? You have to write dcl hyphen pr, and then it is same as we have declared the pi part of the sub procedure. So if you remember, the pi part is also same, like get username and the value which it is returning, that is character 30, then the user id which is which this procedure will accept, and similarly I have declared the pr for my get password sub procedure. Okay, so this part you can copy from your sub procedure pi part, and just instead of pi you can write it as a pr. So if you are trying to access the procedure in some other program, so for that you have to declare this pr part. All right, after that on line number from line number 22 I'm declaring some standalone variables, which is user id, username and password. And on line number 28 I'm assigning the user id as 4422. And on line 30 I'm using the sub procedure, that is get username. So I'm calling it with user id as 4422. Please make sure that you are not passing the value directly, you have to pass it inside a variable. And once this sub procedure is called, it will return the username, and it will return a username, and after that we are just displaying the username. Similarly, we are calling the another procedure, that is get password, and with the same user id, and it will return the password. And after that I'm just setting star inlr equals to star on, and my procedure is ended. All right, so we have created the main procedure. So this is my main procedure, and I will also create a module for this. So 15 and compiled. So three of all three modules are compiled, in which two module contains the sub procedure and one module contains the main procedure. Now what we will do, we have to hit one command, that is crtpgm, to create the final program. So I will write crtpgm f4. Here we can give the name to our program. So let's say I want to create it as mods name, mods pgm. Okay, and I will store it in my library, the Sharmit one. Here you have to pass the first module or the entry module. So entry module is what where we are calling the all the sub procedures. So you can see that main procedure part. So wherever our main procedure is residing, we have to pass that module name. So my module name is mod one underscore two, which resides in library Sharmit one. And now we have to pass the remaining two modules, so you have to put plus, enter, and here you can put the another module name. So mod 1, which is also in Sharmit 1, and mod 2, which is also in Sharmit 1. Once you hit enter, here if you press F10, then you can see that um, program entry procedure module is star first. It means whatever the module is in first position, it will take it as a star entry module. If you change this order, then it will not work. Or if you want to change the order or sequence, then you have to change here also, but by default it will take the first. Now I will hit enter. So my mods pgm is created. Now I will directly call it mods pgm. So you can see that it written Sharmit and password as a 123. So that's how we can create sub procedure in different module, and after that we can call the multiple sub procedure into one single module or a main procedure. And once all these modules are created, we can use the command crtpgm to call our main program or to get the output. So that's how we do we create the sub procedure and utilize it in some other programs. So in this session, we discussed about this in free format, fully free format. In the upcoming session, we will discuss the same in fixed format. So yeah, that's all for this session. Thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.